there's a divorce case and the estate needs to be divided in a certain way for the divorce, or alimony must be determined. And although you can contract certain of these tasks out to an accountant, it is still important for you to know certain principles to best serve your client. So look at this module from that perspective and see how what you learn in this module might link to some of the other modules that you do in your law degree. So, for example, you did or might still do insolvency law, property law. I know when I did my LLB, I had a choice to, for example, do income tax as one of my chosen modules. So there's quite a few things that links together with this module, and where you might have already touched on certain principles if you have done certain of your modules already. If not, this module will make your journey later on a little bit easier, because some of the concepts and principles will then not be foreign when you reach that module, depending on whether you chose to do this accounting module at the beginning of your degree, or if you are one of those students who are doing it at the back end. Okay, so allow me to just quickly share my screen with you. Okay, so if you open your module site, it will look something like this. Just want to increase the size a bit. Okay, so first thing, there's a welcome page, and then there's an instruction. Watch the introduction video on how to navigate your module site. And there's a, in blue, very small, read more. Please click on the read more. There's a video, there's transcripts for this video. Please go through that if after tonight you still do not know what to do. Then directly under that, you will see a heading activities. There you will find your announcements, there's additional resources, and your assessments are here. Not everything will be shown immediately, so there's a very small show more. If you click on that, all your other assessments will also become visible. If you click on announcements, you will see there's wording in red, a red block with white letters, locked. This does not mean that you cannot read your announcement. The only thing this locked means is that you cannot reply on the announcements posted by your lecturers. So if you see that, just please click on the link. You will still be able to read all of your announcements, despite it stating that it's locked. It's only locked for replies. Okay. Then next step, there's a start here. There's some more information for you. Please go through it. General information, frequently asked questions, where you can find things. There's information on first year experience if you want to go through that. There's information relating to students with disabilities if you want to apply for additional time because of some or other reason. This is one of the avenues that the university use to support students. You are more than welcome to read through the information and make use of the support that students with disabilities are given should you fall within this category. Then there's a module overview that you can quickly go through, just basically summarizing everything. We are explaining why you should do accounting, something that we are asked quite often by students doing this module. There's information on how to contact UNISA, your tutorial letter 101. Please go through ethics and accounting. We expect of our students to be ethical. So please go through that. It's a positive, inspiring video. Then you can go through the module outcomes and interpretations. And then first thing that has a little lock next to it is unlocking my module content. Please go through this section. Once you've done that, you will see at the bottom of the page, there's a gray end of lesson button. Please click on it, because the moment you click on it, that activity will be marked as completed. Now from here, you have one of two choices. You can navigate using the next activity at the bottom of your screen, or you can use the menu on the left side of your screen. You can also click on the introduction as heading and then go through these activities from this page. I usually prefer just going to my menu on the left-hand side, but whatever is easiest for you, please use that. Then we provide you with your assessment information, what learning units are covered, the contribution to your year mark, whether it's invigilated or not, the opening date, the closing date. Please familiarize yourself with this, because we are not there to be your diary and remind you. So please diarize your assessment due dates beforehand. Important thing to note that you will only be allowed to write assessment 1 if your learning units 1 to 2 are completed. If you did not complete it, then you won't be able to write assessment 1. So please ensure that you work through your module content for assessment 1 before 17 March. Accounting is generally a module where you need to just spend an hour per day on the content to master it. And that is what we're expecting of you, is put aside time every single day and do 1 or 2 of the activities that's uploaded on your site. Watch 1 or 2 of the videos. The videos uploaded in your lessons are short. Therefore, you can listen to it while commuting. If you're waiting in a queue somewhere, log into my UNISA, watch a video, or read one of the sections we provided. That way you can easily unlock your content in a timely manner. Then we also provide you with a study plan of roughly what you need to have completed by when. Please make use of this. If you fall behind this schedule, then you're in trouble. If you stay ahead of the schedule, you will be fine. Then there's some information on how to calculate your final mark. Then once you've completed this lesson, there is a quiz to unlock the first module content. You need to obtain a mark of 80% for this quiz. Now, you can open the quiz, you can answer all the questions, and once you're done, submit it. If you did not get a mark of 80%, please go through our suggested solutions and our feedback. The aim is not to have you fail this quiz. This quiz is there to ensure that you know exactly what to expect in this module, that we know that you know what kind of assessments you can expect, what the rules are for your exam paper, etc. So all the administrative arrangements that we provided in this introduction section is covered in this quiz. So if you don't pass this quiz first time, you've got unlimited attempts and we provide you with the answers. So there's no excuse to sit on this quiz for weeks and then say, sorry, I couldn't pass it and therefore I couldn't do the module. So please do this as quickly as you can. And then once you have completed this quiz and passed it with a mark of 80%, your learning unit 1 will be unlocked, but only the compulsory reading. From here on, you will have to open your compulsory reading and go through it. Now, from our side, we suggest that you save it. There's a little save button upper right corner when you open a PDF on MyUNISA. Please save this on your device with every single learning unit when you open the PDFs. This way, should MyUNISA be down for whatever reason, or should you have internet problems or electricity problems or whatever the case may be, travel remotely, you then still have your hard copy of the study guide that you can use to study. So please download this first thing and save it when you open your study unit. Now, once you've opened your study unit, downloaded it, saved it, then your first sections will sections or lessons will unlock. Now, in these, there's podcasts that you can go through. We provide you with transcripts. There's videos that you need to watch explaining the basic concepts. Please go through these. And once you've done all of that, make sure that you click on the end of lesson button. And once you've spent this sufficient time on the site, which means you've actually watched the videos, then your next section will unlock. Then from here, same thing. Some of these lessons will have multiple pages for you to go through. Please go through these. This is complementary and to your study material and explain some of the concepts in slightly more depth, or it's your lecturers going through basic examples to illustrate how something works. So please make sure that you go through all of this. And once you've done all the lessons in a learning unit, there will be a self-assessment that you need to do. There's no mark allocated for this. So you're basically expected to just answer it. So, for example, what is income? And all of this was explained within Learning Unit 1. So please answer it. Once you're done, you'll receive feedback on all the questions. And the moment you've submitted this, your next learning unit will open. Then some of your learning units, like for example, Learning Unit 2, we've added some practice quizzes for you. Antoinette, I think there's something wrong with your practice question. You'll just have to look into it, please.
Thank you. I'll do so.
Okay, so I can't show you what it looks like. Okay, so yeah, we will work through these one of these practice quizzes or questions next lesson when we do Learning Unit 1 and 2. But in short, this is what you need to do from your side to be able to write your assignments. So that is all from my side. Antoinette, I'm going to give over to you to answer all the administrative questions from here.
Okay, thank you so much, Rika. I really appreciate your assistance. I will quickly unmute everyone. Please, guys, I want to ask that we do this in an orderly fashion. And so please put up your hand, your virtual one, if there's any questions. Let me quickly, just give me a second. I just want to unmute you all. Okay, I'm not very good in pronouncing names, so I think it's Anna, the first hand. Anna? Yes, you can go ahead. Anna Malubela, can you hear me? Okay, Esther, let's go
Thank
to
you
the
so
second hand.
much. Thank you
Yes.
so much for the opportunity. Just a quick one. My apologies if this was addressed in the beginning because I joined 2 minutes late. I just want to
Yes.
find out about the training schedule for the rest of the week. Are they all compulsory or it's just one that needs to do? Because I see on the second day we're doing modules, and then the third day it's another something like an introduction again. So I just want to find out if we need to attend for the whole week for these training. Thank you.
Oh, okay. No problem. Well, you're welcome to, but I don't know if you will have time to know. You're welcome to choose which one to attend. You will see that there's classes from the Western Cape, sorry, by Miss Aziza Fortuin, and then classes from us, the academics. So you will see it's different topics being dealt with each week. We are a bit, well, as the weeks continue, we will be a bit in front of Miss Fortuin because we're trying to make sure that we fit all the learning units in, or learning unit 1 to 6 in at least. There's an echo and everyone just mute, does I? Thank you. So no, it's not compulsory. You can choose which one you want to attend because both, I specifically are now talking about Miss Fortuin's class. She's from the Western Cape Regional Office, and our classes will be shared via an announcement with you as soon as it's been edited. So just give us a day or two, please. It will be uploaded on a YouTube site, which they already created for just us, the lecturers, for you guys to access, and then for the Western Cape specifically. So no, you can choose, like I said, yeah, shame. It's really a lot of classes to attend. You can also, when there's other classes that other regional offices are advertising, attend them, and then also maybe decide you want to rather attend the specific facilitator's class. Because sometimes one just connects with a person and the type or the manner in how they present their classes. So yeah, I hope I've answered your question. Shannon, you can go ahead.
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening.
I just want to get a little bit more clarity on with our assignments I put in brackets, so the ones that count for marks. I see that they open, say, on, as an example, on a Friday and close on a Monday. I just want to get a little bit of idea on how that works this time. Does it mean once you've started the assignments online, you can't stop, you have to complete the assignment? Or will you be
Oh,
able to go on and off throughout that due period?
okay. No. Ours is usually on a Tuesday. It opens 10 o'clock the morning, and it closes on a Thursday, unfortunately, at 4. It wasn't my decision. It was unfortunately the only available time that we have. So what will happen is we will tell you in also an announcement, we will communicate with you saying that you have, for example, half an hour for your first assignment, and you can then attempt it, let's say, 2 times. So then any time between that time that it opens, the Tuesday 10 o'clock and the Thursday 4 o'clock, you can then attempt your assignment for 20 minutes, for 30 minutes, apologies, and then you have 2 attempts. So you can anytime do it, but just take note that you only have 30 minutes, and you can then attempt the next day. You can use your second attempt or so on. I hope I've answered your question.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, it's a pleasure. Sibule, you can go ahead. Maduneni, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Oh, okay. She's not
Can you hear me now?
responding. Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I think it was my earphones. There was a bit of a lag. Thank you very much. I wanted to ask in terms of exemptions, right?
Mm,
So if you have like a BCom internal auditing degree and you did
mm,
accounting till third year, are
mm.
you eligible for an exemption? Because I did apply for one and then I never really got a response.
I'm sorry to hear you didn't receive an response yet. Maybe just follow up. Look for the email address on my UNISA exemptions email address. Maybe they will come back to you. But I can already tell you the outcome that it will have is, unfortunately, you will not receive an exemption. Even if you are a qualified chartered accountant, you won't, because the reason is this module specifically includes um, trust accounting, accounting for legal
Mm.
practitioners. So, because of that, half of the module consists out of that. It doesn't just cover business accounting like what you do out there as a chartered accountant. I'm just using this now as an example. They just uh, they just do specifically books and auditing for businesses, where
Mm.
this module is specifically just for legal practitioners.
All right. No, that's perfect. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's fine. Thank you.
Okay. Bata, you can go ahead. I think I'm seeing a surname, Bata. I'm not sure if it's the first name. Can you hear me? Unmute yourself. Okay, let's quickly go on. Woloni. Mops. Can you hear me? Okay, the first two hands, there's no response. Let's go to Sar. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Yes, you are pronouncing it. Am I clear?
Oh, yes, you're clear. I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. I just want to ask about the assignments and the invigilator apps,
Mm.
because I see that only assignment 4 is going to have an invigilator. And I also wanted to ask about the test number 5. Is it a need that we must also complete it, or is it when you do bad on the first test that you can do the second test?
Okay. Just first to talk about the Invigilator app, well, we're not using that one. We are using the Moodle proctoring tool. for the proctoring, and to just take note, assignment 3 will also be proctored. We will also use the Moodle proctoring for assignment 3, and then for assignment 4 and 5, like you just said. Regarding assignment 5, because it's an elective, you can, let's say you couldn't attempt assignment 4 or test 4, as we call it. Then you can attempt test 5 in test 4's place. Or if you did attempt test 4 or assignment 4 and you feel you want to try and improve your mark, then you are more than welcome to attempt test or assignment 5 as well. The highest mark you obtain then between these two assignments or tests will then contribute to your final mark. Does it make sense?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Okay, it's a pleasure. Holani
ma'am.
Mops, yes,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am. How are you?
Fine, and you?
Yeah, I'm just trying to unmute myself here, but due to network, I was just struggling a little bit.
No problem.
But I'm just not sure if you did explain this, but I'm just here under assessment date and information. I'm looking at this assignment that we have to do here. And so I see that they are all contributing to our final year mark. So I
Yes.
see the assignment 1 is 10, and then it's 22, and then 3 is 30, and 4 40. So all in all, it's almost like 100%. So I just want to find out how is then our then exam going to be calculated, or maybe all of these assignments are not mandatory for us to write, or what's that?
Okay. Unfortunately, all the assignments, well, it's not mandatory, but it will be the best for you. You should at least submit your Rika, if I'm wrong, please correct me. You should at least submit at least one assignment.
No,
And then,
a minimum of a 40% year mark.
oh yes,
Otherwise,
thank you. That's why I asked you. I couldn't remember they changed it. So yeah, so you need to obtain at least a minimum of 40% year mark. So that would mean basically please attempt all your assignments, except now, of course, your assignment 5, which is an elective, like I just explained. Then yes, you are correct. It does add up to 100%, but out of that 100%, only so apologies, just thought on only 50 sorry
40%.
45%, yes, counts towards your final mark, and 55% of the exam mark contributes to your final mark.
Oh, that makes sense. So it means if I write all the 4 and it happens that I fail one, let's say the one for 30%, and I acquire 40 from the test 4, and then maybe 10 from the assignment 2, and 10 from then I have 45, for example. Then once I have 40, then I qualify for exam.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
If you have at least 40. No, that's fine. It's a pleasure. Nisi, you can unmute.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you?
Yes, fine, and you?
I'm good. Can I ask regarding the timetable for the online classes? Can we at least have a timetable for like the whole month, if that's possible, so that we can also add that to our calendar as well as we have the other classes for other modules? Like, can we have that?
Unfortunately, we are still busy sorting out some of the classes from other regional offices, because then we have a summary of basically all the possible classes you can have. And that excludes now, of course, other parties that provide assistance outside UNISA. So basically, as soon as that's finalized, I will try and see if we can do that. Why I prefer the weekly schedule is due to changes that can happen. You never know what can happen. And then also, because you don't want to put up, so I already put up so many announcements. I don't want to put up too many announcements. Please mute yourself. So it's just for in case there's something that changes, but I do take note of what you are saying, and I do hear, and I agree with you. It would be better planning wise as well. So I'll think about that and just talk to Miss Dry and the rest of the team and hear what they have to say, and then we can decide. But like I said, I usually send the weekly one on a Friday, if not sooner, for if there is any changes and so on. But no, I'll take it into consideration. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. If you miss class, is there going to be any recordings for the class that you have actually missed?
Yes, so far for the Western Cape, like I said, Miss Aziza Fortuin, her classes is on the schedule for this week. And for our classes, the academics, you will receive an announcement with a link to a YouTube channel where your class will be, or the specific class will be uploaded for you.
All right, thank you, ma'am. That's it for the day.
Okay, it's a pleasure. Naku? Zolisa? Okay, I've tried now the first and last name, nothing. So let's go to Angelina. Yeah, Angelina. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Oh, yes, you're pronouncing it correct. Can you hear me?
Ooh, I can't hear
Hello?
you, Prop Daza. Yes? I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I wanted to ask if is there any assistant we could get at campus if maybe there's some struggle that we have in the module, like face-to-face classes or something?
I'm not sure about that. I think it depends on the amount of students that asks for specifically, let's say 1503. But I would advise you to either email or call or visit the nearest branch and then ask them regarding face-to-face classes. As far as I'm aware, I don't want to actually say it, I'm not sure. I don't think they are giving face to face, but I think if there's quite a few students that's asking for it, they will arrange it, but I'm not sure. So rather reach out to the regional office and ask them.
Okay, sorry, Antoinette. I
Yes,
quickly want to
Rika.
interrupt.
Yes.
Okay, a student just posted a WhatsApp chat. Guys, the university are very strict when it comes to student academic dishonesty, and that usually happens in the WhatsApp groups. The moment you join a WhatsApp group, everybody in that group has access to your personal number. You have no control over who sees your personal details there or anything, and people will start advertising. If you join a WhatsApp group and that group is found suspect by the university investigators, every single person in that group will be found guilty of academic dishonesty by association because you were in that group. So please stay away from these groups. Everything you need is on my modules. There's discussion forums there that you can use to chat with each other. There is a chat function in Moodle where you can chat with other students as well. So please, I can't stress this enough. We have had students in tears because they were found guilty by association. And you might get off easy the first time and just get a written warning. But at some point, students are expelled and then they can't continue with their studies, not at UNISA and not at another university until a certain time period lapsed. So please, don't make yourself guilty of something that you might regret. Thanks, Antoinette.
Thank you so much, Rika. I just want to confirm, is this also for the official Telegram group?
No, because
Okay.
that Telegram group is monitored.
UNISA, yeah.
Although we have had instances where people did contact people in there to promote academic dishonesty as well. But the administrators of those groups are very strict, and the moment they
Yes.
see something, they remove the people.
Yeah, that's correct. But thank you. I just wanted to confirm with you as well. Yes, and remember, students, you also have your discussion forums that you can use to communicate with each other. And yeah, that there's really, like Ms. Dry just said, a lot of other ways you can interact with your fellow students. Okay, I see the hands are increasing and time is decreasing. Okay, let's see. Angelina, are you still nowhere? Okay. Karabu. Karabu?
Yes, yes. Good
Yeah.
evening, madam.
Good
evening to
evening.
my students. Yeah. Mine is a question on the links to
Yes.
these classes. I haven't received any in my announcements, but I was told by other students that they got from their announcements.
Okay, tell me, sir, is this the first time you registered for the module?
Yes, ma'am. The first time I
Okay.
registered. I'm registered for the module. Yeah.
I'm quickly going to share my screen with you. There it is. Okay, I hope you can see it. Can you see it yet?
Yes.
Yes, I can see it. Yeah.
Okay, you will see. Let me first ask you, have you been on your online site yet?
I'm on it now.
Okay, if you go down, you will see activities. You see, yes, activities.
Activities where the activities so on the left or what?
In the middle here, you see I'm highlighting it, activities.
Oh, all right. Yes, I can see that one. Yeah.
Underneath that, you will see announcements. Do you see it? It says forum and then below that announcements.
Yes, madam, I can see it. Yeah.
Okay, now click on that announcements. Then you should see actually all these announcements. Do you see announcements on your site?
Yes, I see those logged announcements. Yes.
Yes, but like Ms. Dry explained, it doesn't mean you cannot open it. It's just that it's locked so that you don't respond to it or reply. So you can still open it. Now you will see the second one from the top. It was posted on Friday. If you open it, here you will see is the schedule with the relevant links. Here's the links. This HTTPS.
Oh, okay.
So tomorrow night's class for Miss Fortuin, like I said, from the Western Cape, here's the link. And then again, our class that we're presenting on Wednesday, here's the link. And then again, Miss Fortuin's for Thursday. So
Oh,
you
okay.
can
Yeah, I think.
just click on that link. Yeah.
All right. No, I think my issue was I when I saw the logged icon, I thought I wouldn't be able to open it.
No. Just also, you will see also we mentioned it at the beginning. Yeah, in this introduction video, Miss Dry also referred to, where you have to here click read more. We also say in this video, we specifically mention that the locked doesn't mean that you can't open it. And we also mention here at start here. So please read everything carefully. We also here talk about the locked to make sure that everyone sees that it doesn't mean you can't open the announcement. So just make sure you read all this information and go through it. Then you will be up to date and you will know where to go and what to expect and so forth. Are you sorted now?
I'm sorted, man. Thank you very
Okay. It's a pleasure. Palesa? Oh no, wait. Karabu is done. Yeah. Sorry, I skipped someone. Ooh, I can't pronounce this. Um, the second hand, Sammy. Apologies again. Like I said, I'm not good with names and surnames.
Hi, good evening. No, it's fine. It's Munsemi.
Oh, almost. I almost got it. Okay.
I want to ask about quiz 4. The date is April 20th. I want to know, is that the set date or could it possibly change?
Sorry, say again. Is that
Is that like the final date or is there a possibility that it could change?
It's the final date. However, you never know what happens. But I will schedule that as a final date. But please, like I also always say, read your announcements at least I say every day. But if you can at least once or twice a week, just to make sure you're up to date with any sudden changes, that can happen. But I would say regard that as as the final date, yes.
Okay, and then also with regards to our exams, are we expected to know the difference between the IFRS and the IFRS for SMEs, or should we just be able to identify them as acceptable framework?
Sorry, you're breaking up a bit. Identify.
As acceptable frameworks?
Okay, you broke up again, but I think I know what you're asking. Yes, it's important that you know all of this because it's also background knowledge that you will use in the future and that can help you and assist you when it comes to these abbreviations and what they mean and what they stand for. So, yeah, it's good to know that as well.
Okay, thank you. That's all.
It's a pleasure. Let's try again. Palesa, Beta, you can unmute. You're the first hand. Yes.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you doing today?
Fine, and you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you so much for asking. I just have a quick one. Just wanted to ask, probably this has been covered prior to me joining the meeting because I joined in just a little bit late. I just wanted to know with regards to the assignment or the assessment or rather the quiz, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I was actually looking at it, it said that basically it was locked, or rather there isn't any information, available under it. Does this also need to be unlocked by us first completing the unit first, before we are now able to actually access the quiz?
Okay, are you referring to the self-assessment quiz? At the
The one
end
that
of
is
the
opening on the
learn.
17th.
Oh, wait. On the 17th of March. Okay, no, that's not a quiz. That's your assignment. So yeah,
Okay.
just please make sure, yeah, that's your assignment 1. For your assignment 1, you need to work through learning unit 1 and 2. So basically, you will
Okay.
have to, let me share my screen just quickly again.
Sorry, Antoinette, I just
Yes.
quickly want to jump in here. For
Yes.
those of you who already heard everything that you wanted to hear and we've answered all the questions you had, you are more than welcome to leave. We are not going to present any further information other than what we already shared.
Thank you, Rika. Yes, noted. So you heard Miss Dry. So please, guys, you can also listen to the recording. We will upload it as soon as possible. Okay, let me just quickly assist you. Okay, let me go here. So basically, first you will need to work through this introduction, like Miss Dry also indicated, and then attempt this compulsory quiz and get 80% for it, at least. And then as soon as you got 80% for this, your learning unit 1 will be available. And this compulsory reading is basically your learning unit 1, like it's your study guide, it's just the learning unit. Okay, and then you have the different sections that you need to work through. And please make sure, like Ms. Dry also indicated, read through it, listen to the recordings and the podcasts, and there's also transcripts. Please, guys, mute yourselves. And then you will, at the end, get your self-assessment. This is a quiz. And this self-assessment, you don't need to get, it won't count any marks. You can attempt it as many times as you want. It's a quiz to test your knowledge on what you have learned when you work through your learning unit 1 and through all these lessons. And then if you finish just attempting it at least once, please also please make sure you read and look at the feedback you receive once you submit your first attempt of the self-assessment. It's very important. Take note of that because it gives you a lot of information again that you need to take note of. Okay, so after you attempted this at least once, your learning unit 2 will open. And the same as in the first learning unit, you have to do here. You work through everything, and then at the end, you will get also your self-assessment. And then after that, you will have access to your assignment 1. And here at the bottom is an orange link where you can click on it and it will take you to the assignment, but only on the 17th of March at 10 o'clock. It won't be available before then. And it will close on the 19th at 4. So I hope I explained it thoroughly and that it makes sense.
Yes, you did, ma'am. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you.
Oh, no, it's a pleasure. Okay, guys, I can't take all the hands that are there now. Let's try it. Okay, Mulefi.
Good evening, ma'am. I hope you're well.
Yes,
Thanks
thank you.
for the information. As I'm not sure if I was going through the right learning guideline. There's somewhere where as I was browsing, we were advised that unit 1 to 6 will then cover test 4 and
Yes,
5.
yes.
So I'm not sure in terms of the sequence what happened to test 1, 2, and 3 first, that first one. Secondly,
Oh,
it further indicated that learning unit 7 and 8 will be relevant for to be tested in the exam. I'm not sure
yes.
how correct is that. Thanks.
Okay. You will see, let me just open up here again. You will see that we indicate under the introduction for FI to FIC 1503, we indicate to you that you need to learn. Let me just share my screen again. Just tell me if you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, I hope I understood you correctly. So for your first assignment, you have to need to work through and know learning unit 1 and 2. For your second assignments, it's learning unit 1 to 3. And third assignment, it's learning unit 1 to 5. And then your test 4 and 5, it's learning units 1 to 6. The reason, therefore, is because the semester is really very short. And due to registrations, sorry, and NSFAS and those, normal problems that always occur, we thought it's best that we take the last 2 learning units out so that you can at least properly study and work through these learning units. And then afterwards, you have sufficient time to then work through learning units 7 and 8. We can also maybe give you before the exam and pre-exam or like a quiz or test or something to assist you with learning unit 7 and 8 that you can get see how it can be asked. But that's the reason why. So for all the assignments, basically, you're just going to cover and work through learning unit 1 to 6. I hope it makes sense.
That was useful. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
Hi, good
Okay, we have 5 minutes. Let's go second hand. Um,
I am
okay.
May.
Yes,
Hi, good evening, ma'am. I trust you are well.
yes, thank you.
I just have one question, ma'am. So I am doing a supplementary. I failed this module, so I would like to inquire, am I required to complete all the assignments as well?
No, no, you are just going to write the exam. You don't need to worry about the assignments. You can, however, use your assignments that you did the previous semester again by going through the feedback and so on.
Oh,
So
those assignments were bad. So yeah, so I actually need to rather sit in the classes again. Okay. Thank
yes.
you so much, ma'am.
Also, just take note before I forget, there was changes to the learning units. The module was redeveloped and updated. So
I've noticed,
please,
ma'am.
okay, yeah, so please make sure you use the learning units that's uploaded. I think, oh yes, I did upload an announcement for you
Yes.
guys.
Yes, you did on the announcement. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. No, I
Thank you
almost
so much, Miss
forgot.
Sunny.
It's a pleasure. Okay, in Zulu, you're the first hand. Yes,
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
yes, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. I'd like to ask, right? So it's my first year and I know nothing about how the UNISA system works, but I'm finding it a bit easier as this has been explained. Thank you for this lesson. So I
You're
just want to
welcome.
ask, what is the Moodle invigilation and how do we use it? So does it mean that as soon as you're doing that assignment, there's something watching you, or?
Yes, it's like Big Brother. I don't know who can remember that.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Do you maybe do we
no,
need to
I'm
have
joking. Well, it's almost like Big Brother. Yes,
Yeah.
there's something going, there's someone, or no, not someone. A lot of people's going to watch you.
Oh,
Sorry, you
okay.
can go ahead.
Okay. Then in terms of the Moodle invigilation, do we
Mm.
need to have a specific app, or it's already as soon as you open that quiz or assignment, it's already all eyes on you?
Yes, or as soon as you open the assignment, it's all eyes on you. That's a nice way in putting it. I'll remember that one. Yes, basically, we will post a few announcements regarding, I think we did post an announcement about uploading your profile picture, especially because you're now a first year student. So make sure you have your profile picture uploaded and that it's clear. And then we will give you also guidelines regarding the use of the Moodle app. Oh my gosh, sorry about not the Moodle app. I'm thinking now of an email that I responded to. Apologies about the Moodle proctoring that we are going to give you that you can just look through. And then we will also give you steps how to make sure that you set up your camera correctly and so on. So, and we also advise students to please rather use a desktop computer or your laptop or something. Please try not to use your cell phone. It's really best to use a computer. So yes, basically, as soon as you click on start, you will be asked to allow your camera and you will have to allow it. And then all eyes will be on you. And from there on, you just need to make sure you don't plagiarize. And then it will take pictures and monitor the voices and so on in the background to make sure you're not speaking to someone and so on. But like I said, we will put an announcement on later and give you also the guidelines. But it's very short and it's very clear. You don't need to worry.
Okay, thank you.
It's a pleasure. Zalia? Okay, guys, it's 8 o'clock, so
Good,
this is the last one. Yes.
good evening, ma'am.
Good
I
evening.
hope you're well. I'm not sure if
Yes.
this question was already answered because I joined a bit late, but I just
Mm.
wanted to find out about the assignments. Are some of them open book or are all of them like tests?
All of them is closed book. It's your like a formal assignment. So it's not like you're taking it home and doing it basically.
Okay, so from assignment 1 to 5, it's
Test.
open book
It,
tests. Closed
no,
book,
it's
sorry, tests.
closed. Yes, it's closed book. It will be like the examination basically as well.
Okay. Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Pleasure. Okay, one last. Tabisu.
Greetings, I
Oh
hope
no.
you well.
Okay, yes. Sorry, Sianda, I'll come back to you.
Greetings, I hope you well. I live in Richards.
Yes.
I have a slight problem that is very huge. The problem I'm having is we have load reduction on our side, and I only have a desktop. And my query here is, where can I get the recorded classes? Shall it be the case? Because every time, if the class is between 5 to 9, I will not be able to access my desktop since there is load reduction. So where can I get the recorded classes?
Okay. Like I okay, like I said earlier on, specifically the classes that's in the schedule that I posted on Friday. That's like today's class and tomorrow's class and Wednesday and Thursday. These these 4 classes recordings will be uploaded as an announcement for you as soon as it's been edited. So basically it will be us, the academics classes, and then for now, the Western Cape Regional Office classes, Miss Aziza Fortuin. So if you attend tomorrow night's classes, or class rather, then you will meet Miss Fortuin. She's quite a funny person. You guys will enjoy her. Yeah, so her class will also be uploaded in an announcement. They were so kind to create a YouTube channel for the Western Cape and for us, specifically the academics. So we will use that link to upload the classes.
All right,
The
thanks.
other regional officers classes, I unfortunately don't have any dates or any other information currently. We are still waiting for that, but they may also maybe send not WhatsApp, sorry, SMSs and maybe emails to your My Life email to say that they're having classes. You can just then ask in those classes where the recordings will be available.
All right, thanks a lot.
It's a pleasure. Okay, sorry, Sianda, I skipped you. I didn't notice your hand. You will be the last one. You can unmute.
Greetings, ma'am. Evening. It's
Yes.
okay. So my question was, I don't know whether you did explain it or not. So my question was, is it for the elective assignment? Does it only count for assignment 4, or can also count for 3? I'm not sure whether you did explain it or not.
No, I didn't explain it. You can no, it's only for sorry, I'm looking at another student's question here in the chat. No, it's only for test 4. So unfortunately it's not relevant for the other assignments. It's only relevant to your assignment 4.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. Guys, if I know there's still a few hands. Let me check. It's how many? 12. Oh my gosh, no. I'm very sorry. We have to unfortunately stop the recording and the meeting. And then please, if you have any questions further, you can send us an email to the module specific email address. We do give it to you in the on the My Module site. Under the first semester site for FIC 1503. It's FIC 1503 at unisa.ac.za. Let me just see if I can quickly type it for you as well in the chat. So please send us an email and we will see how far we can assist you. And thank you all for joining the class. And I then want to specifically thank Ms. Dry for coming and assisting with this class. You heard she's a coordinator of all our first year modules. So she has a very, very busy schedule. And she took time specifically for us. So we really appreciate that, Rika. We really appreciate it. And I see a few applauses. So yeah. But thank you, everyone. Oh, and please make sure I did see there was a not attendance register, apologies, evaluation form that Ms. Dry posted. Please complete that. It will give us a better understanding about what you specifically need, what we should do more, and so on when we present the specific class. So yeah, we will really appreciate it if you take a few minutes or it's not even a few minutes, it's very quick. And if you can just please.
Sorry, Antoinette,
Yes.
I didn't post a evaluation form.
Oh, I saw a post here. Oh, is this the link that you mentioned?
Yeah.
Oh, apologies. Okay, I will quickly post it for you guys. Just give me a second.
Okay, I just quickly want to say, for those of you who want to hear from me again, please join me on Wednesday evening for the class on your accounting equation. So basically, learning unit 2 is what we're going to focus on. Your learning unit 1 is very much theoretical, so you should be fine with that on your own. But should you want to ask questions on any of those learning units, please come prepared. Otherwise, our focus will basically purely be on learning unit 2 and the accounting equation.
I just posted it. Yes. Thank you, Rika, for that. I see there's another class also busy. Yeah, there's another class happening now. That's why I'm also confused between all the different screens. Okay, everyone, I posted the evaluation form. Please, you can still complete it if you leave the meeting. It will be in the chat. Like I said, please, Miss Dry really have a lot to do and is busy. She took really specifically time to spend with you guys tonight. So please complete it and yeah, be nice. Okay, no, but thank you all and best of luck. And please don't stress. I know this module is not your favorite cup of tea, but like Ms. Dry also explains, there is very valid reasons why you need this module. So have a blessed evening further and keep well. You guys will then hear from Ms. Dry and I will be in the background on Wednesday. And then we'll hear from you guys again. Thank you all and have a lovely evening further. Bye-bye.